Don Lemon, the former CNN host, has just come out swinging against Megyn Kelly. Why? Because Megyn Kelly made fun of Joy Reid. Megyn Kelly said, Joy Reid has viciously mocked the tears of every white person she's helped cancel over the years for some imaginary racial slight. Fact check, true. She's had zero empathy for anyone. True. Now she wants us to feel sorry for her. True. All caps. We don't. Megyn just comes out swinging. So how do you think Don Lemon attacked Megyn Kelly? Don Lemon, also not having learned anything over the past 10 years, decided that the best way to attack Megyn Kelly for his attack on this lib journalist who just lost her show is to call her a racist.
Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist and my 50-some years as a person of color, go f*** yourself. Okay? Let's move on.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Your support means the world.
It goes, go F yourself, Megyn, as a person of color. And that's the punchline of the segment. He goes on and on about the racism and the thisism and the that-ism. First of all, who talks that way to a woman? Now, Don Lemon's a little bit confused about male roles and female roles, of course, but who speaks that way to even a woman in media? Go F yourself? That's not how a man talks to a woman. That's very degrading behavior for a man to engage in. Though Don Lemon, I don't think I'm revealing any private sins here. Some of the salacious headlines, it seems like he occasionally engages in that kind of behavior. And Don Lemon doubles down on the typical Democrat attack. If you disagree with me, you're a racist. As a person of color, I'm so terribly offended. F you, Megyn Kelly. I think it's really weak. It just shows you the problem that Joy Reid is having right now, that Don Lemon has been having for a little bit longer, that MSNBC and all the establishment media are having, which is that they have not kept up with the times. They haven't changed their strategy. So they think it's 2012 and you can just call everyone a racist and that's absolutely fatal to their credibility. And that's not true anymore. They think that you can just go out there and say that, Trump is a nasty, evil, bigoted person and that will work. I don't think that really works anymore. So now Don Lemon is relegated to the fringes here. Joy Reid is booted off the network, and they can keep screaming at the sky about the racist Republicans, and we can win more and more of the racial minority vote. Right now, go to goodranchers.com, use promo code Knowles. You know my favorite meat in the entire country. You know what it is. It's Good Ranchers. That's true of the beef. That's true of the steaks and the burgers. That's true of everything they have, because they also have chicken, fish. They have these amazing seed oil-free chicken nuggets that are absolutely off the chain, even though sweet little Elisa didn't make enough the other night because the boys ate almost all of them and I only got 2 and I'm still salty about it. All products on Good Ranchers have trustworthy ingredients. Unlike those fake product of the USA stickers that now legally fake meat companies can put out there, you can rest assured that every cut of meat from Good Ranchers actually is born, raised, and harvested right here in the USA. No hidden additives, no antibiotics ever, absolutely no seed oils, just pure, clean meat. Absolutely delicious meat too, which to me is the most important issue of all. The fact that it's all really clean and nice and American, that's only secondary to how this is the best meat that you are going to eat, period. It is not too late to start the year right. Invest in your health and support American farms with every purchase. Get free ground beef, chicken breasts, or wild-caught salmon in every order for a year, plus $25 off with code Knowles. Start 2025 right. GoodRanchers.com, code Knowles for this incredible offer. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered. Speaking of firing people, want to get to Elon Musk at President Trump's first cabinet meeting. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Now, obviously, Elon is not a member of the cabinet, but he's such an important role in the second Trump administration that he comes out there. President Trump introduces him. He says, "You've all heard a lot about Doge. Okay, Doge, what are you doing?"
Elon Musk, please say a few words.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you, Mr. President. I actually just call myself a humble tech support here because this is actually, as crazy as it sounds, that is almost a literal description of the work that the Doge team is doing, is helping fix the government computer systems. Many of these systems are extremely old. They don't communicate. There are a lot of mistakes in the systems. The software doesn't work. So we are actually tech support. It's ironic, but it's true. The overall goal here with the Doge team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain as a country a $2 trillion deficit. We will make mistakes. We won't be perfect, but when we make a mistake, we'll fix it very quickly. So for example, with USAID, one of the things we accidentally canceled very briefly was Ebola, Ebola prevention. I think we all want Ebola prevention. So we restored the Ebola prevention immediately, and there was no interruption. But we do need to move quickly if we're to achieve a $1 trillion deficit reduction in financial year 2026. It requires saving $4 billion per day, every day, from now through the end of September. But we can do it, and we will do it.
Both of these points he just made are really, really important. The first one, he says, hello, I'm here to give you your update on your tech support. And everyone kind of laughs. He says, but we are doing that. And this undercuts the lib narrative that Elon's Doge is unprecedented or has no place in the federal government or whatever. Doge is the new name of the U.S. digital service. That's where Doge comes from. Trump took this department, the U.S. Digital Service, which is tasked with updating computer software, updating the technology, keeping the electronics going. He reformulated that as Doge. And Doge is doing that. As Elon says, the computers don't really talk to each other. He's like, I build electric cars and rocket ships, and I plug electronics into people's brains. So I know a little bit about it. I have developed one of the most impressive AI systems in the world. And so I know a little bit about that. And we are doing that. And as we do that, we are also updating the government. We're updating how the human networks are working as well. Then he gets to the second part. He says, look, we are going to make mistakes. We are moving really, really quickly. And we are going to make mistakes. But just to use one example that the libs wanted to make a big deal out of, we accidentally canceled Ebola prevention. And then we caught it very quickly, put it back online. There was no interruption to service. Good. This is really important because I think some of the more libertarian ideologues would say, we don't even care about Ebola prevention. What is the United States spending hard-earned taxpayer dollars on Ebola prevention for? And most Americans would say, whatever, I'm not that ideological. The U.S. government's going to spend some money on overseas programs. Ebola prevention seems pretty important. Teaching Afghan peasants about Marcel Duchamp and urinal modern art is probably not that important, but Ebola prevention is probably a good idea. So Elon's coming in much like Trump and saying, I'm really not an ideologue about this. It's just, we have to save trillions of dollars, and it's going to be difficult, and we have to move quickly. And when some really good program accidentally gets caught up in the mix, like a dolphin in a tuna net, okay, we'll fix it. And we have demonstrated that we can fix it quickly. Really, really good. That was a good clip, huh? Now, if you want it more of them, you don't want to just leave it at that, one and done, boom, see you later. No. You want more of them, you got to subscribe. You got to ring the bell. We'll see you next time.